Oh my gosh. On a scale of 1 to ratchet, I've definitely exceeded a 12 today. I'm trying to grow my hair out, so it's really difficult finding things that work. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Janie, and this is a channel about absolutely nothing and everything at the same time. I'm just going to kind of jump into it. I plan on documenting my kind of fitness journey. I've been a consumer of YouTube for a long time, and I just kind of decided to start creating as a hobby and almost as a therapeutic kind of thing too. I love to watch fitness videos and videos of people's fitness journeys and, you know, how they cook, how they eat, how they work out, you know, all that good stuff. And I began to notice a trend in these videos, and that they were all about people who lost, you know, like a lot of weight, and they have gone on these excellent fitness journeys, and they've come to like this really cool spot, and I love that. Super commendable. I dig it. Totally awesome. Kudos. But what I noticed, the trend that I noticed, is that there weren't really any fitness videos about people who've come from kind of an opposite place of that, and that being, well, not necessarily opposite, but kind of the opposite end of the spectrum of a place like that, and that is eating disorders and restrictive eating, bulimia, whatever, anorexia, female athletes, and that kind of fitness journey. So what I wanted to do was kind of document my fitness journey in that arena. When I was 14, I was actively restricting the amount of calories I was taking in, and I was on the track team, and I was a long jumper on the track team. So that repetitive kind of pounding my legs into the sand, as well as a low calcium, low calorie, low everything diet, kind of combined to cause me to fracture both of my legs and my left foot, which led, not getting down into the nitty gritty, but that led to me being in a boot for 6 weeks, having to go to counseling, being diagnosed with anxiety, depression, having to take depression medication, and just battling a lot of demons along the way. The most poignant thing to me, the thing that kind of stands out in my mind the most, is just the compulsive thought pattern you get when you have an eating disorder or disordered eating habits, where you think about food constantly. And for me, I would think about if I'd had too much. I would think about how it was an exchange system almost in my mind. If I took calories in, then I needed to expend those calories as well. So I was compulsively working out, compulsively running, because that was, in my mind, the way that you burned the most calories, just because of the way it made your body feel and look. And you know, since then I've learned that's not really the way to stay the most physically fit. If you do it too much, it's actually not very good for you. So this is just kind of all about my journey from that point to the point where I am to the point where I'm going to be. And the reason I decided to start doing this today is because, for one, the past couple of months I've been feeling really good. I've been feeling better than I can remember. Like, this is the best I've felt in a really long time. I love my body now. I love who I am. I look at pictures of myself now, and rather than critiquing, like, oh, your cheeks are chubby, oh, your shoulders are too broad, oh, I can't see your muscles in that, blah, 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 blah. I look at pictures and I'm like, wow, you look really good in that picture, which is crazy for like a 21-year-old to look at a picture and not critique herself. But I don't really find myself doing that anymore, and that's a big step for me. And it's a big step for me to say I love my body, and I don't really critique it in the mirror. Now I notice the things that I like about it. And so I decided to start doing this today because in the past my mom has had to hide the scale because I was compulsively weighing myself multiple times a day, and it was creating a really bad mental pattern for me. And so I found it today, and I weighed myself, and I was 124 pounds. And now normally this would freak me out, because in my mind I need to be down in the 100 teens, like 115 or so. But today I really didn't care. Like, I looked at that number and I was like, huh, cool. Like, that doesn't really bother me. And it doesn't bother me because I know that I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm fit, I eat right, I work out all the time, and it didn't bother me today because I love the body that I'm in. So this is kind of a documentation of the journey from where I was to where I am to where I will be, because it's not over yet. I've only just gotten to this point where I feel really good. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I decided to switch over to the iPhone because, whoa, head rush. So, I've been really, really lazy today, and I've done like absolutely booty. I've done like absolutely nothing today. I woke up and I just sat on the couch and ate food because I did not have a good calorie base yesterday, and so I just wanted to relax today. My summer's almost over. I'm a nursing student, so it's like I'm gonna go to the gym soon. I'll probably go with my mom. Today's bicep day. But first I have to walk my child, who's not actually a child. She's just a little German cheddar. Because if I leave the house without walking her, she gets angry and poops. Oh, what grief. Yep. Nope, putting that back on. The thing with lifting weights and putting your focus more on building muscle and creating that definition, the thing for somebody who comes from a place where I came from, that being disordered eating and poor body image, it's difficult to get to a place where that's what you want to do, because in your mind building muscle equals gaining weight and eating more. But I think what I would say to girls and boys out there is that being really, the reason that everybody wants to be so skinny and thin, and the reason that has become something that as Americans we find appealing, is because that's what the media tells us is beautiful. And you really have to get to a place in your mind where you recognize that that's a false perception. Everybody's body is different, and that is beautiful, because nobody else has your body. And you need to treat it respectfully. You need to treat your body well. And you also have to recognize that putting yourself into these starvation habits and into these excessive exercise habits and into these poor eating patterns is more detrimental to you in the long run, and depending on what your hang-up is as far as body image disorder or eating disorder, some people do it because they think it's healthy to be thin, and they're looking for that longevity and things like that. But you have to recognize that if you do that, if you put yourself in that starvation pattern and everything for a long period, you're doing the opposite of providing longevity for yourself. You're actually hurting your health in the long run. Everybody has their own kind of beauty, and you need to rock that. And to me, what I've realized through a lot of introspection and a lot of conversation with other people and a lot of praying and just a lot of thinking is that beauty, as cliche as this sounds, really does come from the inside. And to me, one of the most attractive things that a person can have, a man or a woman can have, is confidence. Not self-absorbed cockiness, but just to have confidence. What makes you beautiful or handsome is recognizing who you are, knowing who you are, and loving who you are. Because I feel like it's really hard to be truly and deeply attractive to somebody else if you're not in love with yourself as well. Don't make excuses, and find your sexy, embrace it, and rock the heck out of it. Just like that, I'm done. Can you tell I had a band-aid right there? Probably not, right? Just waiting for my mom with my new friend. Hello, my name is Cornelius. Janie is really bored right now, and also wants dinner, but she has to work out with Mom first. Whoa.
This is really sad.
This light just verifies how horrible you can see the Band-Aid mark. I don't know, I think I might have sensitive skin, maybe. Gosh. And just like that, the day is over. I am showered. I have on no makeup. My teeth are brushed. Great day. I'm gonna go watch Game of Thrones now, and I'm only on season 3. So I don't say anything or I'm gonna go all Khaleesi on y'all and stick some dragons on you or something. So assuming that they grow and become real dragons, which I know that they do because Facebook. So